From VTV Channel 6 Studios in downtown Vernal, this is Local Point with your host, Chris Piner.
Welcome to Local Point, sponsored by Ashley Regional Medical Center. We are officially into summer as the solstice has passed, and that means that the Dinosaur Roundup Rodeo is just around the corner. And we have members of the Rodeo Committee with me today in the studio to give us the lowdown of what we can do to fully enjoy the rodeo. Welcome Michelle Miller, First Vice President of the Dinosaur Roundup Rodeo Committee, and Greg Whitbeck, President. Thank you. Good to have you two here.
Thank you.
No strangers to the set of Local Point. We've been doing this for many, many years. Let's talk a little bit about, everybody knows the rodeo's coming around, and I always look for that billboard downtown. Is that still up there?
It is. Actually, we have some new signs up this year. They need to check them out. We have some new signs.
Isn't that a funny thing? I mean, here from a guy like me, I always look for that billboard, and that tells me what the dates are.
Brand new.
That's good to know. You've got some new ones. When are the dates of the rodeo?
July 7th, 8th, and 9th.
Right after the Independence Day celebrations. So
Right
you've got Outlaw Trail Theater, and then move right into rodeo. And how do you get tickets to the rodeo? I always see that little
ticket booth
downtown. Are you going to have that again?
Now we're high tech.
Higher tech.
Now you can go online. You can get them there, or you can get them at the booth.
Oh, you still can get the booth. All right.
We have our tickets online, and they can go into our website, vernalrodeo.com, and they can purchase tickets there. Or they can go to the downtown booth 1 week prior to the rodeo and get them.
But if you want them early, go online.
Go online, yeah.
And it's, again, the website is?
vernalrodeo.com.
Vernalrodeo.com. And how does that work? Do you buy the ticket and it's reserved to pick it up at a will call, or do you print them off?
Actually, you can print them off at home.
All right.
You take it and you can purchase them online and then print them off at home.
You have gone high tech.
We are.
The website and everything. Yeah. What does a ticket cost?
It's $5 up to $15 on Thursday. We have $1 off for kids tickets, and then Friday and Saturday, 6 to 15. 15's reserved, and then 12's general admission.
All right.
So Thursday night's really a family night break.
So if you want to bring the whole family, that might be an economical way to go as opposed to on another night. But the prices sound pretty good every night, really.
They are. And Thursday nights are tough enough to wear pink night, too. So we'd like to have everybody in pink. Everybody.
Audience, people out in the crowd as well.
We have Ashley Regional Medical Center that sponsors our Tough Enough to Wear Pink in the fight against breast cancer. So they can actually win an iPod that night if they come and get a program. We have an iPod that was sponsored by Ashley Regional as well. As
long as you're in pink, right? Do you have to be in pink to get the iPod?
No.
Maybe not. Maybe not, but you should be.
Yeah, we'd like it that way.
we
want everybody.
Is that a nationwide thing? I seem to hear about that in various venues and things, or is it something that's really local?
For rodeo, it's nationwide. Wrangler sponsors a Tough Enough to Wear Pink program.
They encourage one night of a rodeo to do that.
Yes.
Well, and hats off to Ashley Regional Medical Center for supporting you in that. I'll bet you have a lot of sponsors then. Right?
We do have a lot of sponsors.
Probably far more than we can mention. Do you have a couple that are worthy of thanking?
Actually, they're all worthy of mentioning. We could be here for probably
too
an
long
hour
to do
if we
that.
mention it, but just a few. Friday night, we have a different theme each night. So Friday night is our Heritage Night, and Strata actually sponsors that night. They sponsor that day as Fridays, our Heritage Night, and we're going to recognize the Utah Cowboys that have won from little kids all the way up to our NFR Utah Cowboys that are here. And then Saturday night's our Military Night, and Moon Lake sponsors that
That's always a great night.
And we pay recognition to those veterans.
If you have an ounce of patriotism in you, that is a great night. Let's talk quickly about the community involvement, because the whole week, right, is a celebration. How can the community get involved, Michelle?
The community involvement is just all of the sponsors, all the volunteers that we've had. We have a golf tournament that's going on Saturday the 9th at 8 o'clock in the morning.
Wow.
And, we work with Parks and Rec and the golf pro out at the UNREC golf course. We have the
Some
parade.
of the Cowboys participate in that
it's
too?
It's open to everybody, The Cowboys can come and golf. You can actually come and golf with one of the, pros. So
we may even have a clown or two out there.
That's right.
Oh, how fun. Now, what about a parade? Is that still
Parade will be the 4th of July.
Right,
and,
so it's
we'll
combined
mix it with
then
Vernal
with
City.
the Vernal City 4th of July parade. All right, but we'll see all the horses and the queens.
One thing we're going to have this year too, our specialty act is a Prevert Perchin team, and they travel to the big rodeos in the country, and they have either 6 or 8 Percheons.
These are those beautiful,
great big black draft horses, and they're going to be here for our parade this year.
Oh,
so we're really excited.
So there's another reason people are going to want to come out and see that, and they'll be at the rodeo as well.
They will be at the rodeo. We had Paragon Oil and IFA and Newfield Corporation help bring them in because they're awesome. They're beautiful horses, and what Jason does with the team in the arena, it'll give you chills. It's a great performance.
Well, that sounds like a pretty good teaser. All right, after a brief message from Ashley Regional Medical Center, we'll talk more about the 2011 Dinosaur Roundup Rodeo.
Ashley Regional Medical Center now offers neonatal services and a Level 2 nursery, along with our quality obstetrical services. The Level 2 nursery provides state-of-the-art monitoring and clinical care for infants at 32 weeks and older. The team of skilled nurses, pediatricians, and family practice physicians, along with Medical Director Dr. Daniel Kwok, neonatologist, help Ashley Regional Medical Center offer your infant excellent care right here at home.
Welcome back, and thanks for joining us. We're here with members of the Rodeo Committee talking about this year's events at the Dinosaur Roundup Rodeo. Welcome back to the studio, Greg, and we'll introduce Brett Hancock, who is the second vice president of the Dinosaur Roundup Rodeo Committee. That is a bit of a mouthful, but and it's great to have you both on here. We've been talking about all the great things that are happening during Rodeo Week. We were talking in the first segment just a little bit, Brett, about the community involvement. Can either of you tell me some of the other things that are happening? I mean, we always expect to see the kids riding the sheep and that kind of thing. Is that?
Well, it'll be a part of the actual rodeo performance, but we also have, as far as things going in the community and so forth, we want to make sure that everyone's aware that we have the Special Kids Rodeo, which will be on Wednesday, the night before the first performance, and also in conjunction with that, our Kids Corral. So Special Kids Rodeo at the Western Park, Wednesday, July 6th. And that'll be at 3 o'clock from 3 to 4.
That's the same night as the country showdown. So the kids will be down there, the parents will be down there, and just flow right into that country showdown. And the next day, of course, is the beginning of the rodeo Thursday night, and of course that's our tough enough to wear pink night.
Tough enough to wear pink night. And is there any other Western things that are happening in the community that week? I see.
Oh yeah, we have the open barrel racing that Cindy Williams helps put on year after year after year, and it's getting bigger and bigger. That will be Saturday, July 9th. And anyone locally can come in and enter, and there could be some contestants that are traveling that they get to compete against and see kind of where they are, how their progress is. So there's those things.
We have our Wild West events too.
That's what I was thinking of. Tell me about those. That gets pretty
interesting.
What are those?
Thursday night we'll have a steer dressing, and they take a steer, throw the steer down, 3-man team. They have to put these big pantaloons on this steer while it's down, pull it up over the tail head and get it across the finish line, and the fastest time wins. Eventually we would like to get like Vernal City taking on Roosevelt, or Vernal City taking on Naples.
Let's plug that a little bit.
And maybe some of these old companies cowboying up.
We're kind of throwing down the glove right here on camera.
Yeah, we love that.
The challenge has been made. Let's put it that way.
So you just get a hold of us if you want to get in that.
And you can assume that if they don't get a hold of you, then they're afraid.
Yeah,
probably. Is that?
There you go.
I'm just doing my part to egg them on a little bit.
Friday night's a wild cow milking, and they have to mug a cow. They have to 3-man team again, and they don't have to rope it. Everything's on the ground. They get to stop that cow and somehow get underneath it, milk the cow, and get across the starting line with enough milk that the judge can see. And again, fastest time wins.
I think I want to see that.
It's hilarious. It's absolutely hilarious.
Well, that sounds
It's
funny.
the comic part, other than our man in the can and stuff like that. It's pretty comical.
Do you still do it seems that they used to have like a poker table, and is that still happening?
No, we haven't done that. They used to do that at the college rodeo, but we haven't done that. Saturday night, though, we do have the hide race back.
And that was the next thing I was going to mention. I love that.
So cowboys out there, we will have the that hide race, so you can enter up for that this year. We didn't go with the wild horse race this year. We had a request for the hide race, so we went back to that for the.
All right, there is so much we've got to talk about, and time is almost out already. But just quickly, what makes the Dinosaur Roundup Rodeo so special?
I think a lot of it has to do with the enthusiasm that the whole community puts into the rodeo. Our volunteers, we have, I can't even tell you, I would guesstimate about 200 volunteers that help put this thing together.
It's
and
a big
that spreads
operation
out through the family. And Rodeo Week's a big deal for Vernal, Utah. I also think that it has to do with the stock. It's one of the top rodeos in the nation, and that's been voted on several times by the contestants themselves.
Wait, talk about this just briefly, 10 seconds. Why I didn't know this about the stock. This is a new part of it for me. How is it that you get such good stock here in this rodeo?
A couple of ways. One is we have probably one of the premier stock contractors in the nation that when his animals are athletes. And each of his animals are on a program where they're trained to buck and perform and stuff like that. And so, but he has such high quality animals that he is one of the top contractors to take his animals to the national finals. And a reputation,
so you're attracting the top cowboy athletes.
Then on top of that, we have a good purse. And that purse draws good cowboys. And last year, I've never seen so many top cowboys in one place other than the national finals, and right here at our rodeo.
Well, that's quite an honor to have him here. Now, just one more time, give me the dates.
July 7th, 8th, and 9th.
And tickets are available
on vernalrodeo.com, or you can also get them the week of the performance at the booth downtown at the Cobble Rock.
That's right.
You'll get to see the royalty and stuff there. So,
that's always fun to see them out waving. And
yeah,
we got
that's true. That's true.
All right, so much more to talk about. I wish we had more time, but we thank both of you for being here. We thank you for joining us. We hope to see you again right here on the next edition of Local Point. The Dinosaur Roundup Rodeo Committee would like to thank the state of Utah and Tri-County Health for helping to make this the first rodeo in the state to promote a tobacco-free life through the Truth Campaign.